And how about damage and wear and tear on a place that you own and love and cherish?
That's the number one question that I get from everybody. It's like, was your place messed up? Was anything stolen? And so I can't remember the exact number, but I always want to say that I think my total stay is around 333. I don't know why I think that, but I know it was somewhere above 300. And first, let me say, every single time, people were so considerate. Like, people generally cleaned up after themselves. I was always surprised at actually how well most people took care of my stuff, my place. There was definitely the occasional group of people that would leave like a pizza box and the pizza box crumbs just like out and open. There was people that would leave really dirty dishes, but I don't think I even explicitly told people they had to clean them, nor would I really expect them to. I had a dishwasher, so it didn't really matter to me. But I think part of the reason that was that even though I mentioned the 4 to 5, I really did have a strict limit of two people. Like, I would really only up that limit of 2 people for Lollapalooza weekend, where I knew I could really gouge my place for as much as possible. Like, I really had a strict limit for 2. But so the first thing I'll say is that really everyone was very clean in general. The second thing I'll say is that there was one incident, and it was like probably not their fault, but it was probably a mix of like ignorance or just not knowing and an old window. So I have older windows where at the top of, you can push them up and down, but you can also pull them out so that you can clean the outside of the window from the inside of the building. And I just don't think that they had ever seen windows like that. I was a younger couple, and they like sent me a bunch of messages like complaining they couldn't figure out how to open the window. And I was like, oh, this isn't going to be good. But because I was like, oh, you just push up. But anyways, later that night, I get just a message from Airbnb saying that the reservation had been canceled. And this was like in the middle of the night too, probably 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? And I messaged the people that had been staying there that had messaged me about not knowing how to open or close the window. And they had gone out for the night. And when they came home, the window had blown completely into the apartment and shattered on the ground. And so basically what I'm like almost 90% sure happened is that when they couldn't figure out how to open or close the window, they like pressed the 2 little latches at the top of the window that keep it from swinging back. And I'm pretty sure I was in Chicago, and I'm pretty sure it was a really windy night, and I think it just blew the whole window in. To this day, I really don't think that the guests intentionally, they wouldn't really have any reason to. They were messaging me at 3 in the morning being like, hey, we got to find a hotel. Your window crashed in on us. And so I'm pretty sure it really was like legit. But that was the only damage that I had the entire time. I had to fight with Airbnb a little bit, but I'm pretty sure they paid, if not all of the repair for the window, like most of it. I live luckily a block from a window repair shop, so it was like only $300 to fix. I'm pretty sure they paid for the whole thing. But so to answer your question, no, like there really was never any damage. But it was rare that I had more than 2 people. So no, I've heard a lot of horror stories because like I have some friends at Airbnb, and some of them have had damage that like Airbnb did not pay for. I know some people require a deposit, but you can really only require a deposit if you have a nice place that relatively